Unfortunately, there was a hole on the side of the bag, so I spilled like half of the fucking coffee, but we still got the coffee in though. The fresh aroma of coffee is so relaxing. I just love it so much. And unfortunately, we are out of honey for this video, so I am gonna use a little bit of creamer, even though it has so much bullshit in it. It's just gonna be a little bit, because black coffee, God, I fucking hate black coffee. Or actually, no, you know what? Fuck creamer. We're gonna go straight black coffee. You know what? I'm not putting no fucking garbage chemicals in my body. We're going straight black coffee this time. Welcome back to Coffee Talk. How long has it been? I don't even know how long it's been, but I do not have space for this coffee. Let me make some space real quick. But welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another Coffee Talk. This is episode 5 of Coffee Talk. It's kind of crazy to think like how far I have came in terms of just series and like the channel and stuff. Like we just hit 200 subscribers, which I was like, oh my god, thank the Lord for bringing me another 100 subscribers, you know. And my hair is crazy. It's currently 1:50 p.m. I've been working since about like 10. If you never watched Coffee Talk before, I just kind of chat about like what's on my mind, kind of just chat like what's going on, what's like the plans and stuff. We were not like, it's not like a set script or anything, it's just bullet points I have, stuff like that. So if you're ready, go grab your coffee and let's just hop straight into it. As you can see, I have this guy right here. I don't know if you guys remember, it was like a trend, but they're like little squid things. Watch, I'll show you. See, it's like a little squid thing. I've had it forever. I was going through my stuff when I was making B-roll content, and I found whatever this is, and you know, it inverts, so it's like, it's super cool. And then it just boop. Yeah, it felt a little fruity having it, but it's a little addition to the video. So like, I remember the story of this actually. I bought this for a girl in Mexico, but I don't know what happened. I don't think I ever saw her or anything, or something happened, or I just didn't want to give it to her. I wanted to keep it. So yeah, this was for somebody, but now it's mine. And now he's probably gonna be in the videos, and he's just gonna be chilling right there. What I want to talk about today, I want to talk about God and my motorcycle endorsement. So first, we'll start off with God. This is gonna be super hot. I'm like scared. It's also dark coffee. That we don't have honey today, so it's gonna be really, really unpleasant to drink this. But hey, the caffeine, man, not that bad. It tastes like water, honestly. Either way, I do kind of drink my coffee a little dark with honey anyways. I just put honey in there, so it's not like super, super dark, but I kind of like the taste. But anyways, I'm gonna just hop straight into it. So if you noticed, maybe I think it was like the last 2 videos, I was mentioning God a lot, and with that I am getting closer to God. I am growing my relationship with God. I am Catholic. I'm not Christian, I am Catholic. So Catholics like believe in like the Virgin Mary and the saints and stuff, and it's just kind of like the religion I grew up in. And a little story on how like I started getting into it, and you might be asking like, oh whoa, like you never talked about it before and stuff. You know, I'm gonna put this down because it's hot and then it's full, so I don't want to like drop it. But with that, you know, I've always had like religion in my life before. You know, I've always had, you know, like, you know, family talk about it. You know, especially in Mexico, you know, we have the Catholic church there, and we'd go like Sundays and stuff like that. And you know, my grandma was very religious, you know, as elderly people in Mexico are. They are very religious. You know, I didn't really pay attention to the religion as much. I kind of just like stayed away from it. You know, I was like, you know, God, you know, whatever. Like, yeah, he exists, but like, you know, what's the point really in believing him, and like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. One day at the gym, I was working out and stuff, and I met this one guy. And he's been going to the gym forever. He's been going to the gym for like 20 plus years. Insane. He's huge, massive. So this guy's like literally a veteran of the gym. He's the one that really got me into following God more. You know, me and him were talking about like whatever, and then you know the topic of religion came up, and he's very, very religious, and he's also Catholic as well. And he was just, you know, explaining me like God, and like, you know, questioning my beliefs, like why don't I want to believe in him, like this and that and whatever. And he really got me thinking, like he really got me questioning myself, like why don't you believe in him, like what's the reason behind behind that. I don't remember the questions that well because it was like a while ago, like a month ago, but he really did have me questioning, like, why don't I believe in him? Why don't I believe in Jesus? Why don't I believe in God? And it really got me thinking. So I was like, okay, he brings blessings, and if you pray to him, you know, you can get what you want. And not in the sense of like, if you pray, you're gonna get everything you want, but like, you have to work for it. But it's like a faith, and he restores your motivation and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this out. Investigating and like reading the Bible. I have a Bible right here, which I do use as a stand. It is the Holy Bible, thank the Lord. Yes, I was reading my Bible, and I was praying, and I didn't know how to pray. I still don't know how to pray because this is very recent. You know, I've just been getting very close to him, and I see the correlations. You know, as they say, you pray, and what you pray for, you'll get. And I've really noticed it. I really noticed it. Like, I was praying for success in the business. I was praying for, you know, more subscribers, you know, more success in YouTube and stuff. And I've seen it. I literally got to 200 subscribers, and I was just praying and praying to him. And, you know, he gave me battles to fight, to conquer, and to build me up to the point where I am right now. And I believe everybody should, you know, follow some sort of faith. You know, Catholicism, I really love Catholicism. You know, there's the Virgin Mary and the saints and stuff, and you know, each saint has like a little story. And I was reading my saint, Saint Julian, and if I remember, it was like him and his wife, and they had this like their house was like a hospital or something, and they would like heal like the followers of Christ until I think it was like the Romans or something, like execution and stuff, because they were followers of Christ. It was actually really interesting. I just been going to church as well. Church is like super cool. You know, obviously it's like boring, but once you understand it, once you like actually pay attention to like what they're saying in church, like what the priest is saying and all that, Old and New Testament, you know, it's very interesting to see, because then you start to pray and start to see all these things like in your life. Like the first time I went to church, they were talking about giving when you don't have a lot. So if I remember the Old Testament, it was a lady and her son, and she had bread, and one of the disciples came and was like, please feed me. And she was like, I only have enough for me and my son. And he was like, if you feed me and if you have faith, Christ will feed you for a long time or forever or whatever. So she took the chances and did feed him, and the disciple, her and her son were like fed for like the next like 3 or 4 years or whatever. I don't know the exact story like exactly as I remember, but it was so crazy, because then in the New Testament as well, it was something like a widow. She was widowed and she didn't have a lot of money, and like there were like fake people who were like trying to follow Christ, and they were like going around town asking for money, whatever, like donations, right, for Jesus and stuff. And the widow gave the little bit left that she had, and like Christ came down and was like, you only gave like left you, why'd you do that, and whatever. And it was crazy. And after that, I was like, okay, so I left church and whatever, and I was like, oh wow, that's interesting. And I went to go see my grandma, and what was crazy was like, I was gonna go eat something because I haven't eaten all day. Okay, you know, do I grab something for them, or do I just grab something for me? I was like, but I don't want to show up empty-handed. So what I did, I grabbed a burrito for myself, and then I grabbed some food for them as well, with the little I had, because it was like before payday, and I was like down to my like last $100, and I fed them and whatever. And then the next day, I went out with a friend, and he paid the whole bill. So like we went to go out to eat, and I was like, oh, I'll pay for it. He's like, no bro, I got you. And it's crazy because like you could see the correlations there, and I apologize if I didn't explain that very well, but you could see the correlations, and it's absolutely insane and so cool to see like how God really interacts with everything. But yeah, another thing too, what I see is like there's just such an absence of like God and religion in modern day society. A lot of people don't have a faith, a lot of people don't have a religion, and if they do, they kind of just go because their family goes as well and their family forces them. But like I see the correlations between like what God does and what you pray for and stuff, and it's amazing. It's amazing to see, because I don't know, for me it's very interesting seeing like how everything is so intertwined and so interconnected, kind of like string theory. And I don't know, it's just so interesting to me. It makes me smile. It's just so hot. I'm be honest, that coffee doesn't even taste good. So yeah, I don't know. I really do see a big absence of religion in modern day society. You know, I have friends who are getting into religion. You know, I have other friends who are religious, but they're not really indulged in it. They're not really like fully in it. They go like to church sometimes, but they don't pray. They don't read the Bible. They don't really investigate about like how to pray properly and how to like, you know, just investigating like what is Christianity, what is like Catholicism or whatever. But the thing is that there's such an absence, and what I see is just like it's kind of like the devil trying to get everybody away from religion. In the Bible, and this was like the last thing I read, was the unforgivable sin, which is when you know God exists but you don't want to accept him in your heart, which is the unforgivable sin. He doesn't forgive it. You know, it's, you know God exists but you don't want to let him into your heart. That is unforgivable in his eyes, you know. And it's so interesting because like so many people know that religion exists, but they refuse to believe. Like, you know, atheists, like, oh, he doesn't exist, I need proof. Like, I was fighting, I wasn't fighting, I was arguing with a friend at school. You know, he's an atheist, and he was like, oh, but there's no proof. Like, what are you talking about? Like, oh, you believe in a book and whatever. And you know, we just kept arguing and whatever. It wasn't like super serious, we weren't like fighting and yelling at each other, but it was just kind of like a playful kind of argument. And it's crazy because like a lot of people don't believe in him because they need to see proof. But that's the whole point. It's a faith. You're faithful that he does exist, and you are faithful that the stuff he says is going to happen, and it has. There's literally proof. There's scientific proof of it, from what I've seen at least. And from what I've heard. And it's crazy because like God is so powerful, you know. It's like I've seen it, I felt it. Like literally last night I was battling lustful thoughts. Like I even have it on my script, like battling lust. I struggle a lot with lust, and I started like overthink like this and that, like oh my God, like my brain was just overthinking, and I was getting like very negative thoughts, very lustful thoughts as well. I grabbed my cross and I started praying. I was like, please, Lord, please get these thoughts out of my mind. Please, I just want to go to bed. And I swear to God, instantly gone. I was even trying to think like no way, like that's so crazy. I even tried thinking of like negative thoughts to see if it like actually working, and I couldn't. I really couldn't. Like I literally said, please, Lord, please help me, just go to bed. I don't want to get like be gone. Demons, like don't let the devil like infiltrate my mind and like affect my sleep. And I swear to God, the lustful thoughts and all the overthinking just gone, disappeared. And it's crazy to think, because you might be like, oh, you know, that's whatever, blah blah blah, but I just see such an absence in religion today, and I think it's such a good tool, and not only a tool but a lifestyle that will really benefit a lot of, you know, younglings or especially my generation. But God, this is a long video. I didn't mean to start yapping about religion and God and stuff, but going on to point number 2. So I got my motorcycle endorsement. So I'm gonna put up some B-roll, some videos and stuff, but I took my motorcycle course. So to take this course, you know, you need some money and stuff, but completing this course, you get your motorcycle endorsement. So what you got to do, they give you like this card, and then you just got to take it to the DMV, and you just give it to them like, hey, I got this, and then they'll give you your motorcycle endorsement, which is super cool. So there you might be asking, okay, Julian, I never even thought you liked motorcycles or anything. And yes, bro, I absolutely love motorcycles. I used to ride them back in Mexico and everything. And honestly, another reason why I'm trying to get the endorsement, trying to get a bike, is to make content for you guys. So kind of like self-improvement on a bike. I got this, and it is super fucking cool. So all I gotta do is take it to the DMV, and then they'll give me my motorcycle endorsement. And I already have a motorcycle. I don't know if you've seen it. I'll put up some pictures and stuff. But God, I love that motorcycle. I want to modify it and everything. Like, I don't know, I'm just so excited because I love motorcycles. I even got a helmet as well, but I'll show you that another time. I got the motorcycle endorsement, and I'm so excited. I know they're super dangerous. You know, I've had a lot of people tell me like, bro, like it's so dangerous. Like, what if you die, whatever. But that's the fun part about it, you know, that it's dangerous. What kind of thrill are you gonna get from like being safe, if you get what I mean? But no, yeah, I got a helmet. That's like my Christmas gift. That's what I considered it. It's like $100. I'll show you later. I'll show you in another video. Watch the other videos, bro. Give me more views and you can see the helmet. It's a pretty dope helmet. Excited to like make motorcycle content, like the GoPro on the helmet and stuff. Like super dope. So speaking of GoPros, the GoPro I have, the Hero 10, like stopped working. So it's just sitting there. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know any places where they might fix cameras and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just chilling, man. I love it. That's pretty much it, bro. I think I'll let you go. I gotta go record more content. Gotta go to the gym and stuff. And yeah, just today's being a productive day and stuff. So yeah. Anyways, I will see you later. And remember, never stop improving yourselves. See you later.